I know.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Welcome to Tuesday night. Welcome to Home Team Sports. I'm the Big Alboski. He's Anthony Joseph. And Prince Shango is with us again tonight. And gentlemen, before we get started in our mayhem, before we talk about football, before we piss off the NASCAR fans, before we do all that kind of nonsense, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that today is the 1-year anniversary of the loss of Kobe Bryant. 1 year ago today, Kobe Bryant was tragically killed, and his daughter and some others in a helicopter accident tragically a year ago today. So I figured that since we are doing a sports show, 1 hour later, or 1 year later, feels like an hour later, we would have to talk a minute about Kobe Bryant. What do you guys remember about that, hearing that news? Shango, I know you're more into basketball than Anthony. So I mean, where were you when you heard that news last year?
I'm trying to remember. I think I was at home when I heard the news.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chrissy. I was either at home or I was at training. It was one of the two. And it kind of blew my mind because I was like, nah. Because I thought it was one of those hoax things that pop up every now and then. Like,
right.
Keanu Reeves done died in a car crash 15 times already.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I heard Betty White, died 20 times already also.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then it was on the news, and I was like, oh no.
Right.
Like, it was great. I was in shock. I was in absolute shock because they were just at a game.
You know what the weird thing was? Is when I heard that news, like I was working. It was early in the morning, right? It happened like 9-10 o'clock-ish in the morning, I think. And the first person to text me about it was TJ Spitter, because you know how much of a big basketball nut he is. He texted me. He said, "Did you hear about Kobe Bryant?" I said, "No," and I was working, so. And he told me what happened. So then quite quickly went on my phone because I have like Hulu on it. And I went and I was looking at whatever news coverage was going on ESPN or whatever. And they were showing like smoke in the mountain and all the pictures and a picture of his daughter and the picture. I started crying, and I wasn't even a big fan of Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? I started crying because I was like, this is terrible. It was terrible. It was a terrible freaking day. I know TJ was devastated. I know. And it was 1 year ago today. Anthony, do you remember this last year?
Yeah. I mean, it was sad. I'm not a big basketball follower, so
right.
You hate to see anybody, especially with kids on board and everything else. It's just a sad thing.
Yeah, and at his age and the kids, and
he was young. He was a young kid. I mean, great basketball player. It's
Hi, Courtney.
It's a tragedy.
Yeah, one of the all-time greats. I mean, they're talking about. I know. There's been rumors since his death that they were talking about honoring him in a way as far as the NBA Hall of Fame goes. As far as the NBA logo itself, there was rumors about that they were going to change the NBA logo to Kobe Bryant. I mean, like, there's all kinds of talk like that. But I mean, like I said, most people remember where you were on certain tragic days, and this was one of those days where if you're a sports fan, you know who Kobe Bryant. You don't even have to know anything about basketball. You know who Kobe Bryant was, and it was terrible. But yeah, I had to say on the 1 year anniversary of this tragedy that we had to mention it. So rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. But like I said, I had to mention it because it was the 1 year anniversary. So, boys, we had some games this week, right? We had Sunday's games. We had Super Bowl 55 on Sunday, February 7th, is Tampa Bay and Kansas City, right? You have the old lion and the young lion. You have Mr. Brady and Mr. Mahomes. let the memes begin, right? They're all over the place. All
Oh,
over
yeah.
the place, right?
They're not like the Bernie memes, but they're all over the place.
All right. So none of us had this right. Okay. We some of us had Bucks and Bills, some of us had Packers and Chiefs, some of us had Bucks and Chiefs. Whatever you want to say. No, I'm sorry. None of us had Bucks and Chiefs. I had Bucks and Bills. I just thought Buffalo was better than that. And I bought into the fact that Mahomes was not going to be Mahomes, right? The motherfucker was Mahomes, all right? So we have so we have the Chiefs and Tampa. What's your early thoughts? And remember, do not predict a winner. We're going to do that next week. But what are your early thoughts on both this past Sunday's games and this matchup?
What shocked me this week was how out of character the Bills got towards the end of that game. They look like a bunch of crybabies out there. They had been beaten up all game, and they acted like it at the end. Like they didn't get their way this time, and they just try to start an all-out brawl. It was sad.
It was.
Rodgers, I mean, he's a choke artist, man. He's what, 1-4 in NFC Championship games?
1-4 in NFC Championship games. That's amazing.
He had
At
numerous
one point, he looked
opportunities. I think if he runs on that third down play there at the end, even if he doesn't get in, he gives the coach a better shot at going for it.
Yes.
Because if you don't move the ball, what makes you think they're going to score on fourth down?
Yep.
So, I mean, if he gains a few yards there, I think they go for it. And he decided to throw up a duck.
Congo?
I got multiple things to say about both games. Starting with the Packers, that game was interesting because if you watch the game in its entirety, they weren't calling a lot of stuff. There was not a lot of calls. There was not a lot of pass interference. There was not a lot of holding.
They were letting them play. They were letting them play.
Until
right.
that one play. But it was really blatant how it happened.
Right.
It wasn't a lot of hand checking. The guy
it was blatant the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. It was blatant the whole game. It was blatant. I honestly, like that third down run, I think Rodgers was hurt is the reason why he didn't run. Because if you notice, like around midway through the third quarter, he didn't look right. He just didn't look the same.
Yeah, but he didn't even have to make it.
If he would, it was twice during that game. They were both on third downs where he had this huge gap that he could have got 5 or 6 yards in that third down play, especially when they're near the goal line. He had a chance to score. There was really nobody over there.
He didn't even have to score.
Yeah. There was so much space. He had so much real estate, and he tries to throw the ball.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. Patrick Mahomes is who we think he is. Patrick Mahomes is fucking phenomenal. I'm just going to say that first and foremost. That guy is amazing.
He's the new face of the league, really.
Yeah. To come out there, fresh out of concussion, turf toe, and throw the ball the way he did, and he just has so many weapons. He has so many weapons. You got to think they were minus Sammy Watkins still.
Right.
They still didn't have Sammy Watkins, and they were running down the field like it was nothing.
They still had Kelsey. He still had, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill. I don't know what to say about the guy. To be that fast and have his hands be that good, he's a problem. He is a problem.
I mean, you got him, and then you got Kelsey.
Yeah,
and Kelsey's a problem in itself, but when you put Hill in it, it's just that problem becomes even bigger.
He went for 76 yards on a slant, and damn near outran the whole team. If he hadn't gotten tired by the time he made that his 20th cut and made somebody go like they were skating,
and Harmon had himself a game too.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He had that one mess up, and after that, he was like, I got it. Yeah.
No, I was talking to AJ pre-show about the NFC Championship Rodgers, AJ made a point though. It wasn't just Rodgers. You can't just throw it all on Rodgers, right? There was the coaching, the play calls, the going for a field goal with 2 minutes left. I mean, there was a lot of nonsense going on there. I just did not understand.
Why give Tom Brady back the ball?
Right. I mean, Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions.
Because I think they took the field goal because you had 3 shots into the end zone.
Yeah.
You didn't get any of them. You didn't get any yards either.
But you got to do it, man. You're playing against Tom Brady. It would tie the game.
You take the field goal. Now, if you score, you win.
Correct. But if you get that touchdown, 2-point conversion, it's tied instead of losing anyway.
I mean,
you can't give the ball to Tom Brady.
You
can't give the ball to Tom Brady with 2 minutes left. He didn't even have to score, but he did anyway.
I mean, you can't. No, it's not Tom Brady. You can't put the game in the ref's hands.
Well, I see. That's the thing. There was that one call, but like Chongo said,
they didn't really move the ball.
It was blatant. It was blatant. You couldn't not call.
It was not blatant. It looked blatant because that receiver couldn't get to the ball, so he threw himself.
No, that was blatant. He did. There was some dramatics behind it.
A lot of dramatics.
Yeah, there was a lot of dramatics behind it, but that guy clearly
might get an Oscar this year. He might get an Oscar.
Do you wish to address this comment right here?
You talking about the joke I've seen like 500 times?
No, that's Phil's brother Jason there. Yeah, it's up to you.
It's a nonsense Eagles fan that can't get over.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. How's your quarterback? That's my question.
He's still worried about the '90s Cowboys.
All right. So speaking of all right. So listen. So let everybody know. Next Tuesday we are going to have a Home Team Sports Super Bowl 55 preview special. And we are going to talk about Super Bowls of the past, some of our favorite Super Bowls from back in the day. We're going to talk about, legacies, championships, teams that have obviously multi titles like the Giants, the 49ers, the Cowboys, and such. We're going to talk about all that kind of cool stuff.
Say that again.
We're going to talk about shut up.
Giants?
See, I can be the difference between you and I is I can be objective. I can talk about the Giants, that they won 4 titles. Big fucking deal. All right. Anyway, we're going to also talk about Super Bowl commercials and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun. And that day is when we'll give our predictions for Super Bowl 55. We're not going to do it tonight. I hope Phil's there with us too. But speaking of quarterbacks, I think we should now talk about the future of 3 certain quarterbacks it's kind of up in the air. One is Matthew Stafford, who is parting ways mutually with the Detroit Lions. So I'm going to go one by one, and I'm going to say, where do you think Matthew Stafford lands, Shango?
I don't know. No, it's too early to tell because you got to think Deshaun Watson's going to be out there. You got Matthew Stafford out there. You have the draft that's coming up.
Yes.
How many of these guys are going to, I guess, stake their future?
Quarterbacks, you just don't know which ones are going to draft one.
Exactly, because Jacksonville is locked in on Lawrence.
Right.
That's a guarantee. Deshaun Watson, for some strange reason, his top 2 teams, one of them already has their future quarterback, allegedly.
Right.
And the other, they're giving up on a guy who's only played in the league, 2 or 3 years? So it's insane. I don't know. It's really hard to tell.
AJ, you got possible landing spots for Stafford?
I would love to see Stafford go to the Colts. I think that makes them a very dangerous team.
I like
another landing spot would be, for Stafford would probably be the Redskins. I mean, I know it's not the Redskins, whatever, Washington. I think that makes them a better
Does Washington
team.
come up with a team name before next season?
No.
One would hope.
Trash Pandas.
Yeah, they're not.
Shango should do a commercial for the Super Bowl. Yes, I agree with that. Absolutely.
You do like a bad Kevin Hart impersonation.
Yeah, I agree with AJ, Shango. Indy, Washington. I had these down here. Indy, Washington, maybe the Patriots. I mean, I don't know how much Bill Belichick feels about him. I'd even go maybe Denver. Maybe Denver. Denver needs a quarterback.
Yeah, but does Denver have the pieces to give up to get him?
Exactly.
I don't know. I that's the thing. I don't know. But he doesn't come with a lot of money, whereas Deshaun Watson does.
I was reading a crazy article today about Jacksonville trading for Stafford.
That would be stupid.
Stupid, yeah. Why would they do that when they have Trevor Lawrence? I mean, they have Trevor Lawrence.
I know
Because
he's unproven.
the
but-
amount of picks they would get back would
Oh,
just
yeah.
be
Sure.
astronomical. You know?
The fact that AJ destroys your brand every show, Shango, is gold. Is that a rip on you, bud?
I don't know who is that guy? I don't even know who he is.
Yeah, you know, it's funny.
Appreciate
He comes up a different name on YouTube versus Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, back here, I was devastated by this guy, and then this guy comes up.
I don't even know who that guy is.
I like that guy. That guy, we need to keep that guy around. He's
He
amazing.
switched from Facebook to YouTube. It was amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
He must have got
Anyway,
banned.
all right. So that's for me. For me, top is Indy, Washington, New England, and maybe Denver. All right. What about Deshaun Watson? I mean, yeah, you said basically two teams. Those two teams, I'm guessing you're thinking is the Jets and Dolphins.
Yeah, that's what's been said. Those are his preferred
The
destination.
thing is, I don't know if the Jets are done with Sam Darnold. That's my word. That's what I don't know.
Okay. Question.
After Deshaun Watson at you, are you done with Sam Darnold?
Yeah, exactly. I'm done with Sam Darnold. I got to choose between hot garbage and somebody who can play. No, I'm gonna go with somebody who can play.
How do you say he's hot garbage? Like, what if you get him some weapons and an offensive line? You don't know that.
I'm just saying, like, statistically, right now, he's hot garbage.
Statistically, yeah, but he's been in the league for a minute. Same with Tua. So why are Dolphins give up with on Tua?
I don't know. That's strange to me. I think Tua's good.
Nah, I don't think he is. And I think the Dolphins see the writing on the wall, and now's the time to get out.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's too early to say.
Deshaun Watson is a better Tua.
We haven't really seen Tua though.
It'll be interesting to see it'll be interesting to see where both of them land. Now,
definitely.
The third one is interesting because I know you're going to say he's going back to Green Bay.
He doesn't want to.
Let's just say, for sake of argument, that he doesn't want to, like AJ just said. Like, he just does not want to, flat out. He wants out. What happens there?
Tom Brady.
Because he's in a similar situation with the Packers as Carson Wentz is with the Eagles, whereas he has another year on his contract of $36 million.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
So you know what I mean? How do they get out of that? And that's the big thing.
The only destination I could see with that kind of money is New England.
I don't know.
They got a lot of cap space.
Can you imagine? Here's a scenario for you. Could you imagine?
Belichick wins one with Aaron Rodgers.
Could you imagine Rodgers versus Brady again next year in the Super Bowl? But it's Tampa versus New England.
No, because I don't see Rodgers getting out.
The world will implode.
I'm just saying. In my mind, I want Aaron Rodgers to go somewhere where he gets to play Brady again. The only way he does that is if he plays in the AFC and they meet in the Super Bowl, which would be better. Or how about he plays for the Saints and plays them twice?
Yeah, I don't think they trade him inside the division.
The Saints aren't in Green Bay.
No, they're not in the pack. Yeah, I still don't see them trading with inside the conference. I don't think they would let that happen.
Conference is one thing. Division, I think you're right. But conference, like they wouldn't let him go to Detroit.
No.
Hey, what's up, Dad? There's my father. Look at that.
I don't think he would want to go to Detroit.
He's watching on YouTube.
Awesome.
What's up, Dad? Big shout out to Dad watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Jason McDevitt, do you keep what could be or take what is? Good point. He's talking about Deshaun Watson versus Darnold.
If I'm the Dolphins, I make that trade immediately.
I'm with you. Whoa! Wait a minute.
They have a good enough team to win.
Look at this. Yo, and if he's got a whole bunch of noise in the background, I ain't even letting it happen. What are you doing?
I'm doing a Hulk Hogan like in a convertible or something. What do you got?
Well, you know something, brother. I stepped in here to make sure the game was going good, brother.
Hi, cousin Phil. How are you?
He's on the lamb.
Hey, I just wanted to get on real quick. So one of our guests, hopefully, are watching, but I have it.
The Ravens
So here's
jersey.
the jersey that was won. Number 8.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
The
I
smile.
will be sending it out tomorrow morning.
The smile just went off of Shango's face.
Hopefully that jersey doesn't come with a concussion.
Damn.
That's a new
All right.
sponsor of head injuries.
I don't know why Chrissy's telling us she was in the shower, but she was in the shower listening, couldn't answer. But can we please get Shango's Super Bowl commercial? Get it? Yeah. I don't have that power. I wish I did because I'd be making a lot of money.
Wait, but what you say? You be hoarding me out for Super Bowl for commercials?
I would love it. Why
Oh,
not?
okay, that makes sense.
You know, you would do a really good Hers commercial, right? I work for Hers, so you know what I mean.
No,
I can see you sexy, be all sexy when you're eating a chip, like real slow. Just go slow in and out.
So is that what you imagine when you're alone?
That's exactly
you eat
what I
the chip
imagine.
real slow? Is that...
Probably with a cheese curl.
Oh, with a cheese curl too, huh?
Yeah, please, Phil's driving. Don't make him crash.
Sweet
Oh
Lord.
man! All right, so let's stay on
I don't
quarterbacks.
drive.
Let's stay on quarterbacks for a second, and that would be. Can we talk about this man right here? Because I love to hate Tom Brady. And the thing about it is he's going for championship number 7. This is his 10th Super Bowl. Put that in perspective with all the greats out there, the Montanas of the world, and the Terry Bradshaws of the world, and all those clowns. This is his 10th Super Bowl, guys. All right, so speak to the legacy and try to use as less hate as possible, Anthony Joseph.
I'm not gonna jerk him off like you.
I'm not jerking him off.
The man went to a stacked team. He went
All
to
right.
a stacked team.
He went to a stacked team, right.
He's seen the dynasty.
He didn't
He
bring Gronk and AB with him, right? He didn't need those guys.
So you calling him Kevin Durant? So you calling him Kevin Durant is what you're saying?
I'm calling.
You
Yes.
calling him KD?
Yes.
You calling him KD? Okay.
Yes.
Tell these guys what you said to me. What if he loses and goes 6-4?
Is he LeBron James or is he Michael Jordan?
TikTok, yeah.
He's gonna be 6-4.
Phil, what do you think?
He ain't Wilt because Wilt won 11.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you thought about he went to a second. Fournette really didn't run that much, except he had a real nice one touchdown. AB was out. Michael Evans playing half the season hurt. You know what I mean? Godwin was out a lot. So it wasn't like he had the full. Everybody was gelling. You know what I mean? He took them. He carried them. I'm not a Tom Brady fan.
Me too, but I get accused of jerking him
jerk
off.
every chance you get.
I mean, he is. I mean, this is a great matchup. Mahomes versus Brady. The future versus the and it's. I mean, is this where you pass it? I went for the Bucks this week. And I don't. I mean, I like the Bucks, but I don't like
predict
Brady.
nothing.
You know what I mean?
Hey, you're not allowed to predict anything.
I'm not predicting anything. I'm just saying
Okay.
Tom Brady's legacy.
That's
He's staying
next
to the
week.
Super Bowl, though. You know what I mean? This season wasn't really about Tom Brady's legacy. It was Brady versus Belichick.
Yes.
He did
That's all
everything he could to lose that game. He threw 3 interceptions
And he still won. And he still won.
because of Aaron Rodgers and choke artists. Good luck doing that next week.
AJ shooting tonight. Yes, he is. All right, can I talk now?
No.
Okay.
Next subject.
Next subject. The man may have won to a stacked team, but he took a 7-9 team and made them 11-5, and in the playoffs as a wild card team won 3 straight away games. Okay,
Tom
against
Brady plays defense.
Washington.
That's what won that game.
He had to do what he had to do his part.
Exactly.
Yes,
I didn't know he was playing defense.
yes, the Bucks defense is good. Yes, I'll give you that.
Safety?
I'll give you that. But I mean, you can have a great defense and a shitty quarterback, and you could be 8-8 or 4-4, 4-12.
Or you can be Trent Dilfer and win a Super Bowl.
I mean, look at the year
AJ's been drinking the hate all weekend.
All right, listen. All right,
Hope
here's my here. If the Bucks
Angry.
win, there will be no doubt who the best ever is.
There is no doubt right now.
There's no doubt right now. But here's my point.
The only doubt he's facing is this week.
Here's my point.
It's coming.
Here's my point. My point is, it's remarkable what he's done with this season, leaving Belichick, going to Tampa Bay, making a 7-9 irrelevant Succaneers team, and taking them into the playoffs. Not only into the playoffs, but he's got them in the Super Bowl. There wasn't a doubt before this. He's the GOAT. I can't stand him, just like my cousin down there, but you can't help but respect what he did this year. That's all I'm saying.
I disagree.
I would say that.
Disagree. So he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing to get them to the Super Bowl.
I disagree.
They would have made it with Jameis Winston, right?
They went out and signed everybody underneath the sun.
I would say this.
There's a super team.
I would say this.
They already had that defense.
Yeah, they already had the defense. They drafted Vita Vea.
Jameis Winston could have went 3 for 3 touchdowns, interceptions.
Not with 36 interceptions.
True.
Tom Brady almost threw that in that game.
Jameis Winston had the same team last year.
No, he didn't have. He didn't have Antonio Brown. He didn't have Gronk.
How many snaps did Antonio Brown did he play last week?
I want to hear Sean.
He didn't play this, but the week before he saved them.
Yeah, the week before he kicked.
I want to hear Shango's take on this, because he's the only one that hasn't given a take.
The thing that people are saying, and it's unbelievable. If you see what he has done in New England with the amount of talent that he did not have, he carried that team, and same people there in New England that he won a Super Bowl with. Look where they're at now. He goes to a team that has a lot more pieces.
11 guys.
They have a lot more.
11 guys.
Huh?
11 guys from that team sat out.
Oh, but I mean, it's amazing how meticulous this guy's been when it comes to football. It's amazing. I'm not a huge fan of his. I'm not like I don't puff his ego up. But
yes, Jason, you're right on that. He makes
he does.
Superstar.
He does, and it shows.
But in Tampa Bay, he got there so quickly because he had a better defense than New England has had in many years.
Yeah, he's made a lot of third and fourth round receivers look like first rounders all year. Antonio Brown's been there less than half, about a little over half the year.
Mike Evans wasn't no good before he got there.
Oh, Mike Evans was great. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about everybody else. I'm talking about everybody else. Mike Evans is
okay, so what happens if he wins and goes 7-3? I mean,
it doesn't matter at this point.
How does that affect the legacy? Does it matter if he wins or loses?
It doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
To me, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't, because the guy is the greatest quarterback in the
I'm trying to get to. Well, does it matter if he wins or loses? Does it hurt?
He's the best. He's the best quarterback. He's not the most talented quarterback by far.
Interesting.
Well, okay.
Interesting.
Right, the most talented quarterback plays on the other team.
That guy.
Well,
yeah.
he wasn't even the most talented of his era.
Alan, geez, you love for Tommy is nauseating. No, there's no love here. There's no love. There's no love.
TJ, this is all the
TJ,
time.
tune in next week when we
TJ,
make our
this is
picks,
all they do
and
is
you'll
love
see
on
how
Tom
much
Brady.
I love Tom Brady. All right, we're off of Tom Brady.
Hopefully Eli shows up to Tampa.
You know Mahomes making a phone call like, hey, Eli, can you help me out with something here?
Who's Eli?
Tom Brady's kryptonite.
Get the hell out of here. All right, so we lost Phil. So we're at the halfway point, so I'm going to have a word from our sponsor.
Tonight's
episode of Home Team Sports is brought to you by Mom and Pop CBD and Wellness Shop. Go to www.momandpopcbdshop.com to get all your CBD needs. Dr. Brown CBD uses the latest scientific knowledge and experienced professionals to create top-of-the-line CBD products. Visit that website right down there, or go to in person to one of their 5 locations: Easton, PA, Wind Gap, Bechtelsville, Hackettstown, New Jersey, and Washington, New Jersey. Tell them Big Al sent you, and he'll hook you up. And that, the bills are paid. Philip, are you still with us? Because I was worried about you there.
No, I was. My wife had text. She said, "That's safe to do." So I said, "What is?" So I'm assuming she thinks I'm driving and doing the show, but I'm actually on the side of the road.
Maybe we should talk about the Saints. Would that please her?
No.
She's a little upset with this.
I'm gonna switch.
Believe it or not, I was out there, because I was rooting for the Bucks. The Bills. And I hear her in the bedroom while like, run. I'm watching on like a 3 to 5 second delay. So I knew every play was happening for her happen. And she's like, Chiefs are her second favorite team. But she's not like one of our things. She doesn't have jerseys or not like that. She just roots for them.
Tell him, Pop.
But
all right. We're going to switch gears here. We're going to have the Major League Baseball report by our own Anthony Joseph, who's got a bunch of trade rumors and stuff going on. AJ, what's going on in Major League Baseball?
I don't know.
Well, we know that.
Come on, man. Spit it out, dude. Spit it out.
JT Realmuto.
JT
and not nobody, the other guy.
Because nobody else wanted to give him any money.
There's a lot of rumors surrounding the Hall of Fame this year. Certain guys being let out, certain guys not being let in.
Kurt Schilling might be getting in.
I heard Kurt Schilling might be the only one.
He's very close. Needs like 0.2%.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's
But
in.
did you hear what he did?
It doesn't.
He
they worry about what he says on social media.
It matters to some voters. You know who votes for this stuff?
Doesn't matter.
Media.
Doesn't matter. Fuck the media.
Fuck the media. They vote.
Fuck the media. Okay.
So if they were gonna vote for him and they don't like what he said, they can say fuck Kurt Schilling.
Then fuck it. Don't go in. Who cares?
Kurt Schilling cares.
The best fucking player in baseball is not in there.
Right,
so
Jason.
who the fuck cares?
Chan-Ho Park to the Phillies.
I love it, Dad. Yes. Chan-Ho Park signed a multi-billion-dollar deal with the Phillies this year.
Shut up.
He's going to be their closer.
Stop.
Adam Ottavino got traded.
Who got the Phillies signing wrong? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they signed a big signing. They signed Ivan Nova. So a minor league deal. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
Why don't you talk about what you love? Talk about the Yankees.
The Yankees have been quiet. I mean, they traded Adam Ottavino to the Red Sox. It was more of a salary dump than anything.
Have you heard anything about the season and how many games are actually going to play?
No, I heard they want to push back spring training, so we'll see.
Push back to when? To later?
They haven't given a date. They're supposed to start on time, but now the Cactus League is looking to push everything back.
Mm-hmm. Anything about minor leagues?
Nope. Everything's been quiet.
They cut some. They cut some.
Phil, you got anything?
Yeah, they switched affiliations. I mean, Scranton is now the Yankees AAA. Not Scranton. I'm sorry.
Next year, please. Yeah.
Bridgewater is now the Yankees AA team.
I think Marcus Simeon just signed with Toronto. Yeah, he had a 1 year, $18 million to play for Toronto. God, it just came across to my ticker.
Are we ready to say that it's going to be Padres versus Blue Jays in the fucking World Series?
No.
Oh, man.
Are we not ready to say that yet? We're not ready to say that yet?
Blue Jays didn't sign any pitchers.
That's the Yankees. That's the Yankee fan in you. Just like, oh, that's going to be the Yankees. It's got to be the Yankees.
I said it's going to be the Yankees.
Come on, seriously. I'm staring at either 4th or 5th place in my own division.
Yeah, because everybody else is making moves in the NL East except Philadelphia.
Because Milton doesn't spend money, cuz. Milton is a cheap ass. He don't spend shit. Oh, we're luxury tax this and luxury tax that. You're a billionaire. Shut up. Go buy me some players.
And the Mets are have offered Trevor Bauer a big contract.
Offered? Do you know how much?
Nope. It's reportedly supposed to be the highest annual salary.
Right.
Being on live beta down the road at 5 o'clock hour.
What?
If you're watching, I am sitting on the side of the road. I'm not 5 o'clock.
Is she still yelling at you?
Well, she's responding to my text.
I can gladly just like cut you off and
I
It's a true
wasn't
American
planning
hero.
on.
Look at this man then.
Shango, why don't you talk for a minute?
So
What's MLB for?
Major League.
Now,
Learning buddies.
Now, how are things in the world of TikTok?
Pretty good.
I got breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. Go ahead.
No players are going in the Hall of Fame.
Seriously, that's legit?
Legit.
Wait,
Wow.
what?
Wow.
Nobody reached the 75% necessary.
Because of the steroid thing, right? Because wasn't Bonds eligible up again and Clemens?
Yep.
So they're not gonna have a Hall of Fame at all this year.
That's bullshit, man. That's such bullshit.
Stupid.
No one's elected.
He is fine. It ain't snowing. Oh, yeah. Philly don't even make a good cheesesteak. Wow. Well, you know what they say, guys. Like father, like
What's wrong with
son.
these Vargas, man? Like they're like, are they drinking the same
Like
hate?
father, like son. The hater. You know why he's a hater? He hates Philadelphia. They both hate Philadelphia. It's the truth. Go to Tony Luke's, Joe Varga, and tell me you haven't had the best cheesesteak of your life. Jeez. Oh. All right.
Hey Jay, I see where you get it from.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the twins activated.
It's the best comment we had all show.
Oh my God. Yeah, of course you're gonna say that.
I love it.
He'll yell at you.
Wow.
All right, so Budweiser and Pepsi and Coca-Cola are not doing Super Bowl commercials this year like they normally do. They usually have those three companies in particular have the best Super Bowl commercials. So I thought we should talk about it because me and AJ talked about it pre-show about how it's not not completely out of the kindness of their hearts, right? They are donating money for COVID vaccination and research and all that cool stuff, and that's great. But AJ did make a point that I agree with for once, and that is that They, AJ, you go ahead. I'm done talking.
I just think that I just don't think they have the resources to shoot the commercials, and with COVID going on, it wasn't going to happen in time. And I think they figured, you know what? Instead of wasting time and money on that, we'll just donate money to COVID. It was the easy way out.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm worried because one of the best things about the Super Bowl is the commercials, right? And those three companies usually come up with the good ones, right? I mean, Frito-Lay usually has some good ones too with the Doritos commercials and stuff like that. But like Pepsi, Coke, and Budweiser, they usually have those are the big three usually with the commercials. No,
they've been slipping the last few years, I think.
Well, I mean, the cell phone companies too usually have good ones like T-Mobile and whoever else.
Doritos has been good the last few years.
Yeah.
I think Budweiser's commercials are just it's the same
Bud
thing.
Sucks anyways.
It's the same damn thing all the time.
Bud, Joe.
It's a dog and a damn horse. That's all you see. A dog and a damn horse. You can go out in the country somewhere. You don't like the Clydesdales? You got something no, it's a dog and a damn horse. That's all you see every year. It's a dog and a damn horse. You can go out in the country and shoot the damn commercial, be like Budweiser. Done.
Like they only had one really. Budweiser don't really have one good one. That was the 9/11 one.
The frogs were good.
9/11 one was great.
You remember the Pepsi commercial where the dude's watching like Star Wars and Vader goes right through the screen and pulls the drink out of his hand? No. That's like one of my favorites. Or that one a couple years back where the kid makes a time machine out of a cardboard box to get the guy's Doritos.
Oh, yeah.
And he comes out and he goes, Jimmy, you're so old. I'm in the future.
Yeah. Pepsi's commercials have always been like up and down. But yeah, Budweiser's not doing a commercial. Oh.
Or Coke or Pepsi.
I mean, somebody gonna have to step it up.
Yeah. And who will?
Maybe be less commercials.
Budweiser's memorial to 9/11, yeah.
Maybe less commercials, more football.
They're still going to have commercials, dude. It's just, I don't know what are you going to have? Progressive? You're going to have Flow? Or what are you going to have? Like, you know, what
Mayhem commercials are probably the best.
You're going to have Shango. You're going to have Shango sexily eating a cheese curl from her.
What is up with you, me?
Here we go.
Like, why the chip? Like, why? What is your fascination with me eating a chip sexy? Like,
we put Aaron Rodgers on the 5-yard line.
Because what about NASCAR? We got nothing to talk about. You're sitting there twiddling your thumbs waiting for the Daytona 500, and that ain't till the 14th of February. We'll talk about it then.
Yeah, I got some hot picks.
He only does it to get to you.
I just remember on the 14th, I got a hysterectomy to go to.
Geico, there you go. Geico. Geico's got good ones, usually.
But we put Aaron Rodgers on the 5-yard line, and if he would have switched from State Farm to Progressive, it would stop the mayhem, and he would actually throw a touchdown.
See, I wanted the State Farm Bowl. I wanted Rodgers versus Mahomes.
Same results.
Freddie Galvis just signed with the Orioles.
Who?
Yeah.
Freddie Galvis.
Freddie Galvis.
There you go. Breaking news. That will be the commercials promoting Daytona. Yeah, well, is it on Fox? No, the Super Bowl's at CBS. It's Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, not fucking Aikman and fucking Joe Buck. I hate those two clowns.
Hey, I'd rather watch
Aikman and Buck
over freaking Collinsworth any day.
Oh. See, Collinsworth, to me, listening to Collinsworth call an Eagles game is like listening to AJ talk about the Eagles at all.
Or Brady.
Yeah, or Brady.
Let the hate flow through him.
I think they just need to set the whole damn team on fire.
Just signed with Cleveland. They're coming off fast now, AJ.
Yeah, here they come. See, AJ, Yeah,
not
right.
paying
They're all
attention.
happening during the show. Normally, AJ's got like a list of shit that's going on, and it's all happening like right now as we speak, right?
You're slipping, AJ.
Yeah.
He's watching
No,
it
I
too.
got
He's
my
watching
phone
it
up.
live.
Oh, I get updates. AJ should be getting the same update. We're both in the same league. So
I'm not. I have them on silent because they annoy me.
okay.
Let's talk.
AJ is a slacker. Whoa, slacker.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
They're
Stick
coming
to
at
left
you
turns,
tonight.
buddy. Stick
You
to
need to
left
get your
turns,
one.
Jason.
Get
Stick to
your
the
1 to
small
20 powers
words, right.
activated.
Speak to the words you know.
Mm.
All right. How about some NHL?
NHL.
I don't know.
Like,
It's still early. It's still
it was
early.
They
like-
play on ice.
It was
They
like
play
deer
on
in the headlights. It was deer in the headlights. All three like glazed over. Like really,
But no,
we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk fucking hockey.
Oh, is it? Is it
I
nap
get
time?
yelled
Is
at.
it a nap session? I got you. Hold on.
I get
Is it
yelled
nap
at.
session?
I give you a little update. The Flyers have been playing good, but the team to look out for is David from Edmonton Oilers.
Absolutely.
They scored. Did you watch that? It was 3-3. They scored a goal with like a half a second left. I mean, they
It's amazing.
shoot.
I got my Phoenix Coyotes jersey on today. Keith Kachuk, captain jersey. Tonight, Flyers versus Devils. Cuz who do you got?
The Flyers. I'm not a Devils
Anthony?
fan like you. That's the only thing we.
I got the Devils. Hopefully the whole city of Philly burns down tonight.
It's in New Jersey, so you'd be burning New Jersey down. But go ahead. I digress.
I mean, that city needs to be burnt down anyways.
Shango.
I
Flyers
got
and
the team
Devils.
who wins.
Flyers
I
and
got the
Devils.
team
Who
who
you got?
The team who wins. I'm gonna go with that. That seems like a good pick. Yeah.
There's another
Hockey.
game. There's another game I want your opinion on tomorrow.
Okay. What game is that?
Sixers and Lakers. Heavyweight title fight.
Number 3 versus number 4.
Bring it on, baby.
Number
Sixers
3
and
versus
Lakers.
number 4.
Who do you got? Is TJ still with us? TJ, who do you got? I bet you like Lakers all day.
Lakers by 10.
Yeah, you gotta remember. Let me give you a little heads up about the Sixers. Sixers lost 3 games out of not total, just 3 of their games that they lost. They had 4. Was because half their team was sitting due to COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joe, we tried to give a little bit of everything, all right? What do you want from me?
Hopefully they're all healthy for this one because it's gonna be a great matchup.
That's more of a sport than this.
Another thing to pay attention to, Phil, is what recently happened with the Lakers when they played the Warriors, giving up a 19-point lead like that.
Mm-hmm.
They blew a 19-point lead against on paper a lesser team.
If the Sixers can get Iverson going, they're hard to stop.
Will you
I
stop?
mean, exactly.
Stop.
My money right now is on the Lakers when it comes to that game. I believe that they're going to rebound. They're going to get everything going again. They're number 3, and the Sixers are number 4. And it's kind of interesting who's 1 and 2, because the number one ranked team in the NBA are the Clippers,
right?
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
But the number 2 is even more interesting. It's it's Utah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that team's tough.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah, young team. It's a very young team.
I got something. I got something for you.
Okay.
Breaking news?
No. The Sixers are amazing this year, just like last year at home, and this game is in Philadelphia. Number 2, the Sixers are 12-1 with Joel Embiid, and he's playing.
Yep.
And they're 0-4 without him.
Yes.
So there's that. 2.
I think Embiid found his balls.
Right. Yes. 3. I just got a feeling about this one. I think the Lakers are going to win.
Yeah, that's a good feeling to have. That's a good feeling to have.
Thanks, sir.
How well is Philly doing?
I gotta say baseball.
I think it's going to
I
be
gotta
good
say,
though.
sir.
This is Wednesday night. If anybody's watching and they're wondering when, this game is Wednesday night. The Flyers and Devils game that we talked about a minute ago is tonight at 7:00. This game is Wednesday night at 7:00 in Philadelphia. Both leagues have no fans. It's just empty arenas, and they pump in some crowd noise and whatever and whatnot. Being safe there. Joe says Major League Fishing is up next. I would love to cover fishing on this show, but I mean,
I can always use a good nap.
So we're gonna
Is
wrap
tennis
things up.
next?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
if you want to talk about tennis, I'm game.
I mean, I'm a tennis fan, but no, I'm good.
TJ, I will always be an Eagles fan. That is correct. So will I, Dad.
Sorry to hear that.
So will I. So will Philip.
You know, if you go to the doctor, they got medication for that.
Yeah.
Yo, man, don't disrespect my old man. I'll have to come over there and give you a bag of cheese curls.
Being an
What-
Eagles fan is like
what
having an
would you
STD. You don't tell
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What was that, AJ?
I said being an Eagles fan is like having an STD. You don't tell anybody.
All right. All right. Anyway, so
Anyways,
I'm game. He's like, I'm game. Hear that? I'm game. There you go. Bring it. He's probably game to talk fishing. We'll talk fishing. All right. So don't forget the rest of our programs on 2M1L Media, right? This Saturday, Shango will be with me on Around the Turnbuckle's Royal Rumble special, where we're going to do a promo Rumble, the inaugural first ever Around the Turnbuckle promo Rumble. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be fun. And we're going to also talk about the WWE 2021 Royal Rumble. We'll get into that as well after the promo Rumble is over. That is on Saturday. On Sunday, our on a special time, guys, on 12 noon. 12 noon, we're having an Around the Turnbuckle live from Zurich, Switzerland. Our first international star, who's calls himself Dead Saul, but his real name is Ben Shecker, and he will be on with us on Sunday at noon Eastern, but 6:00 p.m. Swiss time. So that'll be fun. That'll be cool.
they see it come up with a lame name like Prince Ben.
I know. Alan Senior is a diehard Eagles fan. It's cute. It's cute that those two are catching up. It's real cute that our show can bring people together. It's great. All right. Speaking of TJ, he is on tonight, I believe, right? TJ, you on tonight? He's watching. He's listening. TJ, you're on tonight, right?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if exactly. No. I think he's on tonight with a special Tuesday night Spitting with Spitter at 8:00. But his normal time slot is Wednesday at 8. And Chrissy is on Cypher Knowledge with Chrissy at 8:00 on Sundays as well. So don't miss any of our programs on 2M1L Media. We try to take you away from life for an hour. Dad, welcome back to Facebook. I hope you check us out on Home Team Sports, and I hope you check us out on Around the Turnbuckle on Saturday. It's going to be fun time. Shango, I wish you the best of luck in the promo Rumble.
I'm going to need it.
You are going to need it. I'll give each of you the last word, and I promise not to cut you off. I'll even give Shango the last word. Go ahead.
Bye.
No?
Yeah, I'm not falling for that again.
Okay, Anthony, what do you got?
I'm good. Is there a Pro Bowl this week?
Hey, there's a Pro Bowl celebration. They're not actually having a game. But there is the Royal Rumbles on Sunday. Phil, what do you got, bud?
I got a bag of cheese curls.
Are you racing NASCAR right now?
NASCAR? Hey, Phil, hold up that jersey. There's Tiffany. Wait, what?
Whoa, look at this.
Tiffany, there's your jersey right there, Lamar Jackson.
Oh, what's up, DJ?
Yes, yes, Mr. Spitter.
I'm like the candy man. You done said my name too many times.
All right, what can we do for you?
You asked my predictions. Who's playing tonight?
Well, you want the hockey
Flyers
game?
and Devils.
Flyers and Devils.
I don't watch fucking hockey. Does it look like I watch fucking hockey?
All right, how about
sir.
Sixers and Lakers tomorrow night?
Sixers.
Okay, thank you.
Why?
Yeah, I told you I like
Why?
TJ. Didn't I say I like TJ?
Why?
Tiffany just saw her jersey.
It comes with a
It took
concussion.
5 weeks and 1 day for me to get it.
And to
All right.
answer your question, Shango,
Yeah.
Joel Embiid is having an MVP season,
Mhm.
Yeah, finally.
and they have some key players around them.
He'll
Yeah.
catch COVID.
So do you think?
AJ's glass has never been more half empty.
No. So do you think that the Lakers bouncing back from that game against Golden State is not going to have anything to do with it? You think they're still going to have the same struggles that they were having?
Phil, when does Jason get his helmet?
He's doing talking.
Yo, Alan doesn't give a fuck about the conversation right now.
No, he doesn't.
He's like, oh, comment? Oh, okay, cool. All right.
All right, listen. All right, so do you have a show tonight? That was the question.
Oh, yeah, I do. At 8 o'clock, man. Cap C, we're doing our 25 MCs of all time, his versus mine.
Awesome. There it is. I apologize for interrupting your conversation.
Not my show. You're by all means, boo-boo, do you.
Shango, you were saying?
No, see, I've seen this before. I've seen this movie. The black dude dies first. I'm not going.
Shango's running in the woods and trips and falls over nothing. Dead.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly. Like Daniel
Like
Jones.
I said, I'm not a judge, so I wish him the best of luck this Saturday at the Promo Rumble.
Oh
It's gonna be
man, I
fun.
can't wait for your show on Saturday.
Yo,
bro.
my
That's-
money's on JT Funk.
You heart JT Funk as much as you do Brady, though, so that's acceptable.
Yeah, but I'm not a judge. I'm just an advocate.
Just an advocate. Who you got judging this thing?
The Professor, Rob Noxious, and Mean Mark Mest.
That's a talented panel if I've ever heard of one.
I got the wannabe booker and 2 actual bookers.
I seen the Professor. He's Jameson.
You just, you know what? I'm allowed to laugh at that because he don't watch this show. He can care less about sports. If it's not wrestling or flying around in space, he could care less.
I was watching some old school wrestling. I seen him. I'm like, that's the Professor.
92.
Yep.
Wow.
DJ can't even.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Go look at him.
Wow. Wow.
He just needs to have that sock in his pocket when he pulls it out and blows his nose in it.
I don't know if I was ready for this level of debauchery this evening.
Well, you decided to join. In fact, I saw you down there. I was going to put you on, and then you let yourself on.
No, I just clicked the button. I thought you were gonna let me on.
I was gonna. I was like, oh shit, and I was about to say, oh shit, guess what we got, guys? And then you mystically appeared like some kind of pixie dust.
There's nothing about me mystical or pixie.
I got a question. Do you like cheese curls?
Cheese curls?
Yes.
Love them.
Well, we know that Shango does. And with that, we'll see you next time.
I see you shiver with anticipation.